Now I'd like to talk about dealing with audio CDs. So for this, I'm going to create a new library, and we'll call it My CDs. It's blank. And I'm going to put all of my audio CDs into a separate library, but you don't have to. You can bring them into your main library if you want, and we can always merge the two libraries together later if you want. Now you can add audio CDs to any mode just by clicking on the mode and then going to the menu, click Add Audio CD Tracks. But I'm going to start by adding them to the library. So you click Library and Add Audio CD Tracks. And it asks me if I would like to rip the music to MP3 and copy it to the hard drive, or if I just want to create a reference to the music into the library, but you would still need the CD in order to play it or to copy it. Right now I'm going to click Cancel. I want to show you that if you use this button down here, this is normally just for adding MP3 files to your library, or WMA files, or anything like that. But if I should try to add music, it's not going to break anything. It's just going to defer back to that main dialog that I was at earlier. Right here. So whichever way you get to it, whether you click from the menu or you click here and then browse to it, you're going to end up at the same place. This is the Add CD dialog. It's on the D drive right now, drive I put the disk into. Yes, I would like to get song information from the internet. I can see that there's 14 tracks on this disk, and yellow indicates that I would like to import those tracks. You can turn any of these on or off. You can use this button to toggle. So I'll click Add, and it's going to go to the internet and try to find this CD to get information about it. And we see 3 possible matches, but they're pretty much the same thing. So I'll just select the first one, double click, and there we go. This music is not on my hard drive because I chose not to rip it and encode it. So I do need to have the disk in order to play the music, or to sync it up to an MP3 player or a mix disc or whatnot. So I'm going to add a couple more discs. I'm not going to add my entire collection, just a couple more. Wow, lots of matches. You can see that some of these run off the edge of the screen. So let me show you. If you click and hold your mouse down and then drag left and right, you'll be able to pan over. These all pretty much seem like the same album. I'll just pick the first one on the list, double click, and there we go. This next one is going to be interesting because it's actually my friend's band, and it's probably not going to be in the database. It's a very small band that never really went national or anything like that. So it's a good example of why we might want to turn off that this checkbox right here. Let's try it first. Nope, it's never been put into the database, so we can't import that way. So I have to go back there again, click uncheck this box and add. We have the tracks there, but it's all unknown, and we should probably go and change that now, because if we add more discs later and they're also unknown, it could be very confusing. You won't know which is which. So I'll just start the first one. Artist is Manfall. Oh, you know what I need to do first is check all of these. Very important. You can't say check all by folder because they're all in the same folder because I use the same CD drive for everything. You could say check all by artist for now since they all say unknown. Same with album. But I just manually checked each one. So, Manfall, I'm going to copy that to all songs that are checked. Waste of a New Generation. It's album title. Copy that to checked. And the genre is metal. Copy that to checked. And now for each song I'm going to have to name each one. So I'll just look at the jewel case here and copy it. And then I have to go out of that, click into the next one, type it again. I'm just going to pause the recording while I do this because it will take a while, it's a little tedious. Alright, so hopefully I don't have too many of those and I can just use the internet to get all this information. This time I'm going to use a different method. I'm going to open up a Explorer and explore to the CD drive and drag in all of these CDA files. I'm going to make sure to get information from the internet again. So add, pick the first one on the list, and there we go. I still have my manifold checked. I'm going to uncheck those. Now with my MP3 player connected, I'm going to put some of this music onto my MP3 player. And right now, since we did not rip and encode these tracks, we're going to have to do that in order to get it onto the MP3 player. So as soon as I hit sync, it's going to start asking me for the disk. You just put it in, hit try now. It'll rip and encode that track to an MP3 file and copy it to your MP3 player. And it will do these in the order of what disk they're on, so that like right now it's asking for Black Happy Peghead, and it's gonna copy all of the music off of that disk before moving on to the next disk, so I don't have to put in the same disk more than once. I'm gonna actually, I don't have the disk with me, so I'm gonna just cancel everything. Alright, now in mixed disk mode, it's treated a little bit differently depending on whether I pick audio CD or data CD. If I pick an audio CD, it's going to rip it to WAV and copy it into this folder right here, but it will not encode to MP3. And the logic behind that is that if you're making an audio CD, it's all going to become a WAV file anyway. So not only would it be a waste of time to encode it to MP3, but you would also lose quality. With a data CD, however, it will encode to an MP3 file.